Well, to start, we are going to do some rapid fire questions for you, Dr. Curnew, just true or false questions. So, the first one is artificial sweeteners can have a low to modest effect on weight loss. True or false?
It's quite interesting. The response is quite variable. Some people get a response, some people don't. On average, you can lose a little bit of weight with artificial sweeteners compared to real sugar. It's not dramatic, but there's a pound or two here or there. Some show up to 5 pounds, but it's not a lot. Just a very minimal amount, small amounts.
And yeah, actually, that lines up with the data we found is typically true that's a low to modest effect on weight loss. Now, the next question is, some zero-calorie sweeteners can shift for your gut microbiome in just a few weeks. True or false?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We have billions and trillions of cells in our gut, and we're just trying to understand that. And certainly, what you eat, including artificial sweeteners, can actually shift and change that. Whether or not it has great meaning and impact, we're looking into that right now. So the answer is yes, it can. That's why I'm trying to eat more fermented foods, um, and more fi high fiber foods to get a more favorable microbiome, and artificial sweeteners push in the wrong direction, is my answer.
And we definitely agree it came across as true as it can shift your gut microbiome. So the third question is, regular diet soda drinkers have been shown to have a higher risk of diabetes, obesity, and heart disease in observational studies. True or false?
That's absolutely true, but this is observational data. So it's basically is that people who are in trouble with their diets, who have trouble losing weight, always go to or have a higher instance to consuming artificial sweeteners. So that will actually show a worse outcome. Um, and so the randomized data is not quite the same as the observational data. So basically, that answer is it can show point in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and true is what we found as well. The next question is, artificial sweeteners likely have a neutral impact on those with diabetes. True or false?
It depends what you're replacing. So overall is that if you have diabetes, sugar, white flour cause sugar spikes. And I would rather have a little bit of artificial sweetener on that, but I think it's a controversial area. But certainly sugar, white flour are the worst. I think artificial sweeteners are slightly a little bit better. What's the answer?
The answer is true, just based on the research we found as well. Yes. So our fifth question is, artificial sweeteners are associated with less daily sugar intake and total energy intake. True or false?
Yeah, there's a slight reduction in total energy intake by when you replace artificial sweeteners or 0 calories compared to sugar. So I think that's true, but it's just a very, very modest effect.
Actually, you're very correct. Yeah, what we found is also true that it reduces the intake a little bit there. So the next question is, current evidence suggests that low and occasional use of artificial sweeteners is unlikely to have deleterious effects on your body.
I hope that's the case because that's what I'm doing right now is that I have the sweet tooth and the cravings help a little bit by using Pepsi Light, Coke Light, or Coke Zero, whatever. And so I wish I can just live off of water and be a purist and float on air, but I succumb to the cravings, and I've given up regular pop. And also any juices, like if you're having apple juice or orange juice, you're having sugared water. So, um, so I think it's better to have a little bit of artificial sweeteners, but not too much.
Yeah, and you can rest easy, Dr. Curnew. The answer was true from what we found. It does have a low risk on deleterious effects. And then the final question is, the long-term effects of heavy use of artificial sweeteners is still inconclusive and uncertain for metabolic health. True or false?
Yeah, so it's pointing that higher amounts are bad. There's some concern in huge amounts, especially in rat models, that it can promote cancer. But there's actually some data if you have excessive amounts, blood clot formation, cancer formation, and can be an issue. And so just don't use very much of it.